Well, from football to pickleball, whether you play it or not, there's just no denying its surge over the past few years. The sport exploded in popularity since the pandemic, and Fairfax County added dozens of courts to try to meet that demand. But recently, the Park Authority announced that it would reverse a court in Annandale to tennis only. Matthew Torres is live at Kendale Woods Park, and Matthew, neighbors there are signing a new petition to stop this.
Simone, that's right. You have the Park Authority saying that there are noise complaints, which is what's the reason behind this decision. But you have neighbors here saying that most of the people who live here aren't bothered by the sound of pickleball and say this park and courts really have been underutilized until pickleball came into the picture.
We've seen lots of changes in Annandale.
Alice Bailey has seen her Annandale neighborhood grow.
This is Basil.
But nothing has exploded in her community quite like the popularity of pickleball right across the street at Kendale Woods Park.
I'm so happy to see it being used because it's taxpayers' money at work.
You can't replicate it, and they just mean so much to this neighborhood. And it brings us together, keeps us healthy, keeps us happy.
But Sarah Waisaki, whose house is behind the park, is fighting to keep the pickleball courts with a new petition. Just weeks after the county's Park Authority announced it will switch the courts back to tennis only, a move many neighbors are questioning.
Most of the neighbors that I've spoken to, and I've spoken to most of them, they value the pickleball courts.
We have to have some sort of a criteria to make sure that everybody can live in harmony.
The Parks Authority executive director says the county added more than 50 pickleball courts since 2020 to meet the popularity. But because of noise complaints, the Park Authority has since conducted a study and created new criteria and guidelines, which include having a distance of up to 250 feet between the courts and homes. Kendale Woods Park was close enough.
It's really bad taking things away. We did not make this decision lightly, taking things away from the community. So we waited and we got specific complaints from residences who are within the 250-foot buffer.
Although neighbors say most of the people here prefer to keep the pickleball courts, Park Authority says one is enough to consider.
It is unethical for me to force even one resident to endure the sounds that we ourselves have identified as being a nuisance due to public pressures to do so.
Although it's argued there are other pickleball courts within 5 miles, Waisaki says the move would only take a piece of the neighborhood away.
No, you can't have the same experience anywhere else.
No doubt this is just another chapter in an ongoing saga about dealing with pickleball across the region. If this plan continues, so far they're planning to restripe the courts here by early June. And according to residents, it seems that even though they're going to restripe, they may still plan to come out here and play pickleball. Guys.
All right. Well, it's certainly an interesting debate, Matthew, and I know you'll stay on top of this for us and bring us any updates. Thank you. All right, one more note from the courts for you. Major League Pickleball announced this summer DC will host one of the league's regular season events. This will be the first time a league event will be hosted in the DMV. DC was picked as one of the 10 locations to host an event during the 2024 MLP season. The events will run from June 13th through the 16th at the Washington Tennis and Education Foundation in Southeast. We have details on how you can get tickets to those games on our website, WUSA9.com.